My name's Houston, and I'm back with another. Well, this isn't a pickup. This is more of an update on this pair of Yeezys that I picked up. I think they were like $25 to $30, and I spent a couple, well, maybe about a month working on them on and off whenever I had free time. And this is the Lucky Star version from Weedian, and I'm gonna show you what they look like before. I got a picture of my QC. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can see how the scales were real shiny and plasticky looking, and the scales weren't carved at all. And let me show you the other picture. So they were really bad looking, like plastic. So what I did was I went ahead and carved all the scales by hand, and I'm going to show you. I used an X-Acto knife and I cut all the scales on them. So you can see everything is cut now. And that's why it took so long, because I did it by hand, every single one of them. And then I used the Angelus 4-coat matte finish. And I went over it with a brush. And it did dole out the plastic so it doesn't look so glossy. And then on this one, I used Krylon matte finish. I did 3 coats close up, and this is what it'll look like. It'll give you that chalky look, which is what they should look like by this time. As with the age, they turn dusty looking like this. And on the other 3, I had trouble getting the shine off of them. So I used the 4-coat matte finisher on it, and it got most of it off, but it was still glossy. So I got some of the Angelus flat black paint, went over it a couple times, and it took the shine out of it. So after that, I don't have any more of the Krylon matte finish. I only had a little bit, so I only had enough to do this one side. And for the other 3 panels that I used, I got baby powder with one of those little makeup brushes, and I just went over it like that, just tapped it on there, and then just brush it on there, and it'll blend in and it'll look like this. But of course, it's not permanent. Once you get it wet, it's going to come right off. But this side is not. It's always going to stay like that because that's spray paint. So that side's not coming off, but the other 3, if you get them wet, it will come off. So here's the other one. And it was real time consuming, especially all these little pieces. But eventually I got it done, and like I said, I did all that and then finished it off with the baby powder. And they all came out pretty good. And the other fixes that I did was the strap. I cut it off because it's stitched on too high. I moved it down and I stretched it out a little bit because it was hard to put my foot in there. It wouldn't close. The strap is too short. So I used a heat gun, heated it up real good, and I put my foot in there and I stretched it out as much as I could. And I pulled it over and I got it to stretch out. And I added the little lace lock here and the tongue. If you don't know how the tongue is on the inside, it's got like a mesh sock liner that goes all the way to the front of the shoe. Like the tongue is all one piece that goes all the way down to the toe. And it's real hard. It was hard for me to get my foot in there. So I cut it like right here up to there on both sides. And what that does is now I can raise the tongue up some more and get the tongue up a little bit higher. And I can slide my foot in there now so it fits. Because these do run small. Like a full size small. Because they say 12 on them, but they fit like an 11. I don't know why, but the Replica Yeezys do that. They run small, so I think the last thing that I did was the suede on these. It looked like that felt suede. So what I did is I got a wire brush and I went all through it just to rough it up a little bit. I mean, to make it a little bit softer. And then I got the baby powder that I use on here. I just dapped it up with the baby powder, and then got a suede brush and went through it, and it's real soft now, and it looks a little bit faded, so it doesn't look like straight up felt. It looks like suede now. Trying to focus so you can see what I'm talking about with the suede, how it's supposed to be. I think this one looks a little bit better. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it does look right now. And the only thing that I can't fix is the glow in the dark. I don't have the glow in the dark paint to paint on there. But you know, maybe down the line I'll pick up a bottle of it and do a little demonstration video with it to show you how I put it on. I mean, but that's about it. So just wanted to bring the shoes back. Oh, and I got some replacement these little lace tips. I found some on eBay. They got the little screw on the back. See it? Yeah, the two that I had on there that fit the right side, they got the little screw that they just screw on. And the other two, I got them put up just in case I lose any. So they're all the right size now. But yeah, if you're looking for these on Weedy, and these are called the Lucky Star Batch, just go into any of the subreddits and go to the search bar and you type in Yeezy 2 Solar Red Lucky Star, and these should pop up. And then you click on the post and it'll have a link that says Weedian under the picture. You click on that and it takes you right into the shop where you can get these. And you just use your buying agent, add it to, copy and paste the link onto the agent search bar, and you buy from there. You pay through PayPal and you can get your pair. So if you have any other questions, just hit me up and I'll get back to you when I can. I got a lot of messages right now. I'm still going through them. So if I haven't got to your message, I'll get to it as soon as I can. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, and I'll catch you on the next video.